Welcome to the second season of my Xuan character reviews. I will be doing a breakout of the characters' design and personalities in this series, and it's turn for the next group of characters that I call the Second Core. These 5 characters were later added to the game in very key roles to end up defining what Xuan is about. They are all iconic and very important to the plot, so let's review them and let's start with the first one. And the first one is Jan. Jan's basic design, I can really say much in his favor since he clearly draws much from Kyo and Shingo from KOF. And I mean open jacket, white t-shirt, pants and shoes. Basically a slight variant of that same costume. Still, they made him work on his own terms and managed it to look actually different to them. His color palette is very fortunate as he belongs to the Funk family, or the Maple group. They gave him this orange color on his hair and clothes. Then he has 2 logos, one on the t-shirt with the F letter, another one on his back in the shape of a maple leaf, and it looks pretty good. They altered his jacket for his sleeves to fold in such a weird way that looks rather cool, and added him a brass gauntlet. Yeah, much inspired by K-Dash and Kula, but the design works. In a nutshell, that's what I can say about Jan's basic design. His sprite was taken mostly from Rock Howard. He has some animation and mannerisms directly ripped off from him, but as Rock is cool, there's nothing bad I'd like to say about it.
And his alternate costume, well, I hate it. It seems they wanted to somewhat replicate Skill's Nest's attire, but it looks rather clunky and ridiculous. In my opinion, the color combination, black and white with little touches of ice blue, doesn't work at all, especially if we add those ridiculous boots and the blue hair with the Superman bangs. Probably inspired by American comic book designs, I don't know, but this looks awful in my opinion. Whatever, I assume this is a rework of Jan's prototype design, so...
That takes us to Jan's original design, which was on the trailer, prototype selection screen, and even in some graffiti on one stage that actually made it to the final game. In the custom department, it was like a one-on-one clone from Kyo's Ash Saga costume, but the character's attitude was actually too different. He wasn't the cocky, overconfident Kyo. Instead, he exhibits some sort of cold arrogance, which looks very badass. He looks at the same time quiet, arrogant, and in control, like the sort of dude that says with one look, "I'm so superior, I don't even need to talk to you while I kick your ass." His very look on that trailer is priceless. At the selection screen you can see him with a cross on his mouth for some reason. Even if his clothes were just the same as Kyo, he still was an entirely different character, and that's something much to praise. How and why they decided to change him into what he is now? Well, costume-wise, mostly to avoid the backlash from presenting a straight clone, I guess. But about the personality, it was most likely they needed a new hero. You know, Blue was supposed to be the hero at first, but his design and personality are not much heroic. You know, he's cold, antisocial, very ambitious and rude, uses to call stupid to other people, pretty much a sociopath, not apt for being a role model. Then, Jan was revamped to be more of the likable hero, and I have to say I think they did well with his redesign. They made him to be the righteous, brave, and somewhat underdog of a character. He is an orphan, hated by his father, undermined by his older brothers, yet he doesn't change his personal ideals. Then, he is not overconfident, you see. He's always doing his best, he kind of lacks self-confidence. Probably he ignores his actual potential. And so, he is a true hero one could admire and believe in.
About his fighting style, it's seriously inspired, as you may guess, on Kyo Kusanagi, and that's fire punch combos. There's a little resemblance with some Kyo's moves and lots of animations taken from other characters, but it still looks nice and flowing. And Jan's gameplay is pretty much his own thing. Instead of steady mix-up combos, Jan's game style revolves mainly around his launchers and combo juggles on one side, and the teleport cancels on the other. The addition of EX moves and roll cancels also helps him to add a technical and more unique fighting style than the other characters of the game. So he is both a combo heavy character and, on a lesser potential, a very fearsome mix-up fighter.
So that's all for my Jan review. I think he was pretty right as a design, and while his outfit reminds us of some other characters, his personality is different enough to make him likable and less of a clone. He is very likable as the main hero of the game, which invites the player to follow his adventures, victories, and fights. So this has been the first character of the second core character group. Next time we're going to talk about Jan's ex-girlfriend. See you in the next video for Claire's review, and thanks for watching.